am I? Why can't I move?
Calm down, calm down. Thou mustn't worry. It is not one of my intents to cause harm.
Who are you? Why have you locked me in place?
Ah, yes. Forgive my ignorance. My name is Ultrakill, but thou may simply call me Z.
You're... okay, leading. This does not answer my question though. Why am I bound to this stupid bed?
My ward has found thine lifeless body in the deepest pits of Inferno. It is by my command you were brought here.
Seems I'm not the only one. Guess I should thank you for giving me a second chance at life. But for what purpose am I here?
Ultrakill, I have detected another anomaly.
Patience, Watcher. I must explain our mission to our new soldier.
Please look at this. The machine ID is unknown.
Ah, so a type of sword machine. Or a machine alike.
It appears to be a husk.
A cyborg? That is most intriguing. But what about the combat style?
Highly mobile, efficient, fast.
I'm sorry, I must see this. Watcher, set a remote connection. I shall contact it at once. Most impressive.
Who are you?
Sorry, I must have scared thee. But before we get to know each other, I shall ask this. What do you remember about thine past?
My past? I don't know. All I remember is darkness before the entrance to hell, and an insatiable hunger for blood.
I see, soldier. My name is Ultrakill, but thou may refer to me as C. I shall be thy commander for thy mission.
Commander, mission? What mission? Do I know you?
Thou do not, yet will soon. However, it is of thine interests to follow my commands.
Why?
I know Inferno more than thou do. I possess information on weapons thou can fight, foes thou encounter, and more. I have also upgraded thine visual display.
I noticed. Care to give me some explanation what these funky numbers mean, V?
Of course. This is thine main vital signs display. Will show thee health, stamina, and thine arm module exhaustion.
Can you please use you instead? Nobody talks like this.
Of course. Above your health is a damage per second indicator. It shows combat effectiveness of your weapon. On the right is a ranking system. We expect only top performance. This should help you see how good you're doing. Below it is the transmission window. It will appear anytime you receive a call. Finally, this window will sometimes be brought up if the mission style or enemy thresholds are not as easily reachable.
What happens if I don't fulfill all your requirements?
As I said, we expect only top performance. Leave none alive. Good luck. Your arm module. Try hitting your own projectiles to give them a boost.
Some extra firepower is always appreciated.
We have sent an update to your right arm augmentation. You can now freeze projectiles in place. Hitting them with another will make it home in on your foes. Practice parrying incoming projectiles while you have the opportunity.
This is kind of fun.
Alright, that's enough. This is a
corpse.
Never mind.
This is my territory. Be gone, Vader.
pull the trigger. This is a machine shotgun, a weapon capable of rapidly firing shotgun pellets in a triangular formation. Its secondary fire will launch a barrage of grenades at foes or walls.
Commander, I must ask, what was that?
What you just saw was a swords machine.
A swords machine?
A custom-built android armed with chainsaw-like blade and a shotgun. Looks like you won't have to worry about that second part anymore. We have, again, installed updates on your weapon. Your machine shotgun is now capable of compressing grenades into a powerful beam.
So, a railgun?
Call it however you like. This is a blood orb. Charged with the power of Inferno, it gives a temporary health boost.
Am I gonna fight the statue?
Yes. Do you wish any tips on this fight?
No, I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Commander, what's the purpose of my operation? You keep bringing up my mission. What is it?
I cannot afford to reveal the details to a rookie. I will, however, tell you this. I am in charge of collecting and training soldiers powerful enough to defeat a certain threat. So far, you are the most promising candidate, but not the only one.
Who are the others? Machines? Cyborgs? People?
Soldier, Meat Watcher.
Sup?
He is in charge of observing all the candidates, hence the name.
Watcher. Tell me more about yourself.
Besides monitoring, I also specialize in engineering and war machines. Give me a call anytime you want to hear about a machine.
Got it.
Now you remember, these structures were not created by man. For this reason, you need to locate skulls. They act as keys within internal.
Commander, I have a question.
Yes?
How do I, contact you myself?
Right, you don't know. You are familiar with your communications module, right?
I feel like I do, even though I do not.
Open the communication console and enter MDC06Z as communication code to contact me.
And switch the B or BB to contact me instead.
Got it.
That is a chainsaw sword.
Oh, I've seen this one.
Need instructions?
Flash and throw, not more than to know. Watcher, what are these things?
Drones were mass-produced laser machines, commonly used for security purposes. Flying cameras armed with guns, basically.
They don't do their job that well.
I advise to use fast or homing projectiles to counter their movement.
It seems the sword retained the partition code of the previous wound means you can teleport behind enemies to give them an unexpected swing of the blade.
I can teleport now. Sweet.
street cleaners. Bots made to clean the streets after the war ended. They were later armed with flamethrowers and repurposed for hell expeditions. The gas tank is its weak point. Should you pierce it? Kaboom.
This door can be unlocked by pressing just one scroll. However, your objective is to eliminate every opponent.
So I just make the objective harder for myself. Can't say I'm against the challenge though.
Top 4, left to the last door, behind the bookshelf.
How do you know this? Actually, let us do the formalities.
I see the target.
Who's that?
Soldier, there's no time. Destroy the intruder.
Prepare to burn. Chief, I'm bailing. I can't do this.
Watcher, who was that?
Modified street cleaner. Its weapons were replaced, as the original ones weren't found.
How the hell do you know that?
Good job. You're making good progress in the mission.
Don't you fucking good job me, Commander. What are you hiding?
The source cleaner is another agent of ours. The machine has, however, gone rogue. It is too dangerous to let it go with secret information.
If I'm on this case, can I have the privilege of knowing what my mission is?
To tell you the truth, your mission is not limited to this universe.
What?
The threat which we need to eliminate does not belong to your universe, world, dimension, however you call it.
So that's why. You mean the thing's so dangerous it can threaten other universes?
Yes.
How do you know this, Commander?
Truth is, I'm not from this dimension either.
Oh my god, what the hell is happening here?
You needn't worry about such things. Focus on the mission, soldier.
That robot. I stole an arm from it. How different is it?
The pile driver holds tremendous strength. Not only the impact itself, but the shockwave too.
Are there any downsides?
The pile driver is not capable of deflecting incoming attacks.
I see. Are they friendly? No, they aren't.
There are no allies in Inferno. You can only rely on yourself.
You're helping me though.
I am not inside Inferno. So, you found the displacement cannon. It fires a piercing core that explodes on contact with the ray.
I noticed. Takes a while to recharge too.
We will address this issue soon. Soldier, we have updated your HUD and displacement cannon configuration. First of all, you will now see your displacement cannon charge grow your stamina.
Good to know. What about the contact?
Your displacement cannon will be able to explode on contact with objects.
Understood.
invite to.
Water. What machine was that?
That is what we call a mind flare. They used to be common war machines until mankind's extinction. Mind flares have adapted to use hell energy. Additionally, they construct plastic bodies for aesthetic purposes.
Do they all have massive...
No, some have male bodies instead, though it is a rare sight to behold.
What's my objective here?
Had experience dealing with giants?
It's never gonna be easy, huh? Good. Commander mentioned kind of the soldiers you supervised. What are they like?
Well, I'm afraid I'm in no position to give you that information. However, I do have a patient we just finished operating on. Wanna join me in questioning?
You're a better machine and need to be bombarded with questions?
Just turn in this thing and...
Where am I? What happened? Oh, you couldn't resist the temptation, it seems.
Pardon?
V2? You're transitioned?
I am not the same robot you knew, Dumbus, whoever they were.
At least my work has not gone unnoticed.
I'm afraid you are mistaken. We have just scanned your brain for info to see how the hell your body functions. This temporary generator is the best we could think of.
Temporary? So you'll disconnect it soon. How much time do I have?
About an hour. So, what was your dimension like?
Dimension?
I'm gonna leave you guys alone.
Though you're lucky you're not destined to get past it.
Why the hell are you here? Commander, is this guy on the operation too?
Exodeus showed interest in helping our cause. He claims to have an in-depth understanding of Inferno, even better than I have.
I see. So, what's so special about this door?
You must show a perfect result in the first 3 layers of hell. You'll never make it, soldier.
Only glutton remains then.
Only glutton. In that case, good luck. You'll need it.
Commander, this area is kind of empty.
In that case, let us discuss something. I think you've proven yourself loyal enough to be given my name. My name is Ultrakill.
Ultrakill. Isn't that an angel name?
I'll let you figure this out. You are too worthy of a name, soldier.
I have a name. It's... damn, I can't seem to remember.
You will now be designated codename Scourge.
Scorch. We'll talk again after I go through the door, Ultrakill.
We'll have you go through more missions before that, Scourge. You'll need that training.